Hello, YouTube audience! Welcome back to another Anime Rap Battles commentary track. It is I, Violet Metalfire, the main, runner of the ARB social media pages, the co-founder, head writer. I decide a lot of the matchups. I pretty much run the modern projects. Pretty much I keep things like under control. I do a lot of I do a lot of the work for the channel these days.
And hey, I'm Dusk. I am the co-founder of Anime Rap Battles as well, and I am here to react to this battle that gave us a little bit of a resurgence in,
Oh
in,
yeah,
in a weird way.
in a weird way, this was kind of an important battle for us. Like if you watch
Yeah,
this now, this isn't good, like at all. But for back then, this was kind of a moderate deal for us. This was compared to Makoto, no, compared to Edward versus Natsu and compared to Torgo versus Luffy, this is absolutely a step up. This is absolutely better.
yeah, it was a major step up for the past two. It took a lot of work too,
It, it
just to get this battle out. It
this
really did.
this battle has more history behind it than any of our battles prior. This battle started production, I want to say late 2014, early 2015, and didn't come out until 2017. It went through lyric changes, it went through cast changes, it went through structural changes. There are like multiple versions of this battle, and this is the final result of like that 2 to 3 year long production cycle. And this battle is important for one reason. Do you know why, Dusk?
Well, I'd say the biggest importance is this is like one of the first Danganronpa battles that like existed.
Yes, this was the first
Rap.
Danganronpa battle, as far as I know, that was released on YouTube. On SoundCloud, there was one released before with. Do you remember Dave? The guy.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
do, I do.
from like our old like Skype groups. That he made Byakuya Togami versus Mr. Burns on SoundCloud and released it like late 2016, early 2017,
Right.
where I was Mr. Burns. Funny enough, when I was that typecasting for Mr. Burns instead of Fell,
Yeah.
but this battle was the first
Yeah.
one to be released on YouTube, and it kind of like started like a snowball of like other Danganronpa battles. Because Dusk, I don't know how much you keep up with modern rap battles. I doubt that you do, but there is a lot of Danganronpa battles. It's pretty much an epidemic.
So I know. So I know. Yeah, I've seen a lot after this,
Hmm.
especially when Danganronpa actually, because this was kind of before Danganronpa was still kind of niche,
Like
like a little bit too.
I found out about Danganronpa not through the games, but through the anime. And
Me too.
I found about Danganronpa through like a parody series of the anime, an abridged series. There was
A
a
bridge,
yeah,
yes.
yes, there was a, I think his name was Falero. He did like a Danganronpa abridged series, and I was like, "Oh, this is like really funny. I really like this." And so I looked up like Danganronpa the show and I watched it. And I thought, "Wow, this is pretty cool." And so I was like, "Oh shit, it's based off a game." And so I played like, I'm really the most familiar with like the first two games. I never played the third one, but I'm very
Mhm.
familiar with the first two in particular.
Yeah, I watched the anime
Hmm.
before this battle was out for I don't even know if it was for research. I think I just watched it. And
Right.
then later on, I eventually got around to playing all three of the games, and I watched like the anime or the later anime, and then the Despair Girls game. I pretty much did all Danganronpa media in a brief period of time.
Do
But
you,
yeah,
do you,
during
do you
what's
have a
up?
favorite Danganronpa character, Dusk?
Oh, Gundam from two. He's my favorite.
I also really like Gundam.
Best.
That's a good ass
Yeah,
pick. I like
Gundam's
Gundam.
great. And two is my favorite too. Two is
Two,
the best.
two is definitely like the better of the two that I've played for sure. I think the cast is much stronger in two than it is in one.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, it's 10 times better than one.
Oh,
One's good, but two is just like I think two is like a masterpiece of a game.
see, I'm trying to think of my favorite
Compare.
character from two. It may be it may be Gundam. I really like Chiaki a whole lot. I think she's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's a good character.
Fui
Nagito's good.
Nagito, of course. You know, I like Fuyuhiko a whole lot. I always like the like gangster
Hiko.
type of characters.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, like I'm not really into Danganronpa that much anymore. It was like really something I was into when I was like a younger teenager. But like I have like good memories of it.
Yeah,
I don't regret getting into it.
I played all this when I was a teenager too, and then I got it got me into Ace Attorney though, and Ace Attorney is one of my favorite franchises. So I'd
Oh,
like to thank Danganronpa for that. So
dude, I fucking love Ace Attorney so
yeah,
much.
it's
Like
amazing.
Trials and Tribulations is borderline like a top 10 game for me.
It's definitely in my like top 25 games of all time. I'll say that much. I,
Dude,
I I
you
I
know
wouldn't know where to place it though.
you know what's the worst thing about us using Naegi and just Danganronpa as a whole?
What's that?
It's a whole not we opened like a whole can of worms of who can and who can't be in anime rap battles because like Naegi comes from a video game but he got an anime, so people can be like, oh, you can. Why can't you use this and this? They came from a video game but they have an anime, so surely they should be allowed for anime rap battles. It's like, well, it's not all that simple.
True. Yeah, that
Like
is true.
like Stove has been giving me shit for 10 years saying, well, if Naeki can be in anime rap battles, why can't Phoenix Wright be in anime rap battles?
Yeah, yeah, you can definitely make that point. Especially,
I think for me, it has to be if the anime is like notable enough, it can be warranted. I'm gonna be honest, no one in the Ace Attorney fandom gives a fuck about the Ace Attorney
yeah.
anime.
I will say this: the Ace Attorney anime is pretty good, but I do agree. No one like the games are much more popular than the anime.
Like I often, say that I want to use characters from the visual novel series Fate in anime rap battles, like Saber or Gilgamesh, and those come from like visual novels games, and they got an anime. But those like count in my opinion because the anime adaptations are pretty notable in their own right.
Wow, I never knew that actually. I never knew they were originally games.
Yeah, yeah, dude, I think you should watch Fate Zero. That anime is fucking gas.
Yeah, I still need to. That's on my bucket list for anime watches for sure. I do need to watch that. Honestly, I might play the visual novel too because I don't mind those
I
kind of
may as
games.
well. Honestly, like I love
Yeah,
visual novels, but being an adult, it makes it so hard to like commit to something like long
it's
form.
a it's a commitment, especially if you're hoping to see the end of it. It's gonna
Yeah,
take a minute.
yeah, exactly. I always forget that we had like a spoiler description for this battle. Spoilers for Danganronpa and Death Note.
Yeah,
We kind
finally after two battles, you know.
we kind of like did a lot of battles do that now, but they didn't really do that back then. So this is kind of like nice to see. Oh, like we did a spoiler tag like all the way back in 2017. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not too. Yeah, it's the first time I've seen that during that time for sure.
When was the last time you've seen this battle?
It's been a while. I mean, I don't. It's never a battle I usually go back to casually.
I think there's one verse that just kills this battle's replay value.
So the second verse is
Oh
it the
yeah, it's a
second
second.
investigation team verse?
Yes, sir. But y'all will see when we get there. But I think it's time we start this battle.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Anime Rap
Okay, so
Battles!
this is when the announcer got racist.
Anime Rap Battles!
Classic intro.
Makoto Naegi versus
Okay, fun fact about that announcer. I originally said L Lolite, but it was removed because like we realized, wait, that'd be fucking stupid. Why would you say his full name out
Yeah.
loud? But
Did you watch? Have you seen Death Note during this point?
oh my god, yeah, I was a huge Death Note fan.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think.
It was
Yeah,
my favorite anime for like a while.
yeah, we really did just kind of let LO Light slide for a second there.
Though I will say, going back to this is cool. I like these title cards.
Title cards are cool. The editing's real nice in this.
I really like how like the first four lines, use like the L like symbol in the voice like modulation and all that. I
Hmm.
think it's like a really cool effect and it's like a good way of introducing the battle pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool little touch. It makes sense too.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Kieran as L,
You're
and
on. Yes.
Kieran as L was a very popular casting choice back then, and I think he's a pretty good L. I think he works pretty well as the character.
Yeah, he kills it. He kills it in this battle. Definitely a standout for sure.
For sure, and I also like that L got that the Danganronpa type of title card as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think you immediately notice with this battle is that the writing is much better compared to the Toriko and versus Luffy battle and Edward versus Natsu. I think these lyrics were written in about like 2016, and those battles were written in like 2014. But
Yeah, you can definitely see the difference.
you can definitely see the difference for sure. But these aren't my lyrics. You will
Yeah.
There was an original draft of this battle with lyrics written by me that was fucking garbage, but thankfully it was changed because if this released with my lyrics, anime rap battles would have been over. Like we wouldn't have it wouldn't have had any credibility to our names.
I actually forgot about that too, which is funny. I forgot about the old draft. I don't even remember like where it's at. I'm sure you still have it, I take it, but
You'll see.
yeah, I don't even. Yeah, that's crazy. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Think the least be back in the playground. Step into the big leagues like Fukuwa, your fault now. And you, I see what I'm saying. God is 9% of this.
This edit is so fucking funny. Like you just
Goofy
have
line.
goofy ass shit. You have like Naegi, like pissing in the corner over there. I will say that some of the L rapping with like the voice, like the vocal effects and everything, and the mixing, he kind of sounds like like inaudible in some spots. Like it's kind of messy audio, but
Hmm.
it also sounds kind of cool. So
Yeah,
it's a bit like 50-50.
yeah, it has that cool vibe to it,
Yeah.
especially the during the L part at the beginning. It is kind of hard to hear, but it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just to it.
Fukuwa, your fault now. And you, I see what I'm saying. God is 9% of this. So try to disarray more than your life will be at risk.
Holy shit! Someone's trying to assassinate L. Look,
I know.
they're gonna
Yeah.
fire some truth bullets at him.
Yeah. Truth bullets. Yep.
He's glowing. He knows what's coming to him.
So try to disarray more than your life will be at risk.
There we go.
That wrong.
It's
My hope for the
you!
future strong.
Got that
Sing
wrong.
along
Boring monitor.
as I tune up your song.
Oh my goodness.
Lyrics that don't mean anything. They don't fucking
It doesn't.
mean anything. It's just it's a little rhyme scheme that didn't mean anything. Oh, also,
Looking.
it's so funny that he's doing the fucking Komaida pose.
Oh yeah. World?
It's just the Komaida pose with Naegi like drawn over it.
Yeah. That's random.
All right, so
Also the boring monotone stuff that's so bad. That's so cringe looking back. Actually,
boring
I'm just like
monotone as I tune
I,
up
I
the
don't.
song.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I thought I was being quirky, but looking back, it just was like, oh, jeez.
Listen, Naegi is like a boring character. I feel like it's okay to be like a little quirky with him, give him a little
Yeah,
spice.
true. Yeah, he is kind of like generic. So
You got that wrong. My hope for the future strong. So sing along
Boring monitor.
as I tune up your
yeah, that is
song.
Komaida. What?
Yeah,
It is
it is.
Nagito. What the world?
It's so fun to just like
It's strange.
compare this and Toriko. It's like there's such an upgrade.
Yeah, there is. Oh my goodness, that's silly. My punchlines hit so fast.
Lines is so fast, your heart will stop. Be careful. All the top detectives gonna lose again to high school level. I just trust a lusty butt toucher. Kinky forehand cuff. Disgusting.
It's
That line,
disgusting.
that line is crazy.
That line is crazy. I like the little stuff that's happening in the TV back there.
Yeah, it is a cool little touch in the background.
It is
Yeah.
it is a cool little touch.
To high school level. I distrust a lusty butt toucher. Kinky forehand cuff. Disgusting.
Naegi gave L like the hand there. He like sit the fuck down, L.
Yeah.
The, these
That- that's-
the editing for the first three ARBs are like so funny. It's just like
Goofy.
goofy ass like PNG shenanigans.
There's always some weird shit happening around
There's
the like main screen.
There's always some weird shit happening. Yeah,
Like that Natsu PNG randomly popping at the end of his last verse.
I completely forgot about that, and that took
Yeah,
me
me
for such
too.
a fucking surprise.
It took me for a loop too. I didn't even notice it until that video, the commentary we did.
I didn't notice it either.
Yeah, it's goofy. So I just dick fucked with the other Kira.
Let's just bust him.
Lose again to
Oh
high
my
school
goodness.
level. I distrust a lusty butt toucher. Kinky forehand cuff. Disgusting. Sadistic fuck filthier than Kira. Let's just bust it. You're grounded, so answer me before this gets lamer. Which task force here actually catch a serial killer?
Which task force here actually catched a serial killer?
Serial killer.
Okay, we're getting into the best verse of the battle.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the flow is a little off in the L trio verse, but it definitely does have like the best lyrics, I think.
I think the dynamic is like really
Yeah.
good there.
Yeah, the dynamic's pretty good. Yeah.
It's lamer. Which task force here actually catch a serial killer? Ooh, shots fired, loser. Scary in a fashion queen.
Shit queen.
I love Lavi as Nier. She's such a perfect casting. I'm so glad that was able to happen.
Yeah, she did an amazing job as Nier. That was a really good casting choice.
I completely agree. Like, if there was ever like a solo Nier battle for whatever reason, you gotta get Lavi as Nier. She's perfect.
Let's do it. I'm down for that.
I'm down. I'm down.
Ooh, shots fired, loser. Scary in a fashion queen.
Raps that are more clap than the animation. Go back to your PSP screen.
Cause with chocolate sweet Flowell's legacy will take you out of the picture. Close this case and you school blast your way like it's a master.
The little tag team there, that was pretty cool. You know, they were actually on time together. You know, they were on that same wavelength.
Yeah, it makes sense too, given like Mello and Nier in the show. So
Absolutely.
it makes a lot of sense for them to be wrapped together at that point.
This frame is fucking hilarious. Want to take me down, little girl?
Yeah.
He looks so fucking scared.
I know. So geez.
Oh. And like this is like probably like the best part of the beat too. Oh yeah,
It is the best part of it. That part of the beat's cool. Yeah.
This is definitely like a very like 2017, you know, custom beat that like people were like using back then.
Mm-hmm.
I think a part of like ARBs being like a reflection of the time period that they were made was in like the type of beats that we would use,
Oh my
like especially like in this battle.
We milked the hell out of custom beats during this point in time.
If
The whole community did.
if custom was a cow, we like milked him like.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I'm not gonna continue that. That was a terrible analogy.
No, but custom we just use custom for every battle in the community during that point in time.
Dude,
It was crazy.
Dude, I always like to think about when like we were like people in the mature group, we were like finding out about custom, and we were like keeping it like an open secret between us. And then fucking Liam like leaked the password to everybody in the community, and everybody got pissed at him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And it became like the Wild West to use custom beats now, and like everyone started using it. It was funny.
I think that I think no other beat producer defines like old community battles better than custom. I think no, okay, for 2012 to 20 like 13 14, it's like all around. 2015 to 2017 is like custom slash Hollywood Legends.
Yeah, Hollywood Legends kind of like waltzed its way in. Later on, we had like Anyway Well and all them.
Oh my god, the Anyway Well
Yeah,
time period of the
so I got
community resulted in some pretty not pretty in some uh, not the best sounding battles. I will just say
right.
that
Yeah, yeah.
we
It's
not.
a toss up with Anyway Well for
It's
sure.
definitely a toss up. Like we used an Anyway Well beat for our Karu versus Pen Pen battle, and that one was
We
good.
did. That was a good battle.
That was a good battle.
Um, with custom, when custom beats like hit, they hit. But like there was some that just sound like club beats that you just dance to or whatever.
Dude. Sometimes we would just rap over like club beats, and sometimes we would
Yeah, we
rap
would.
over dubstep.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes our battles were really like rapped literally over dubstep and like just like
If there was
beats
something
that.
that plagued like a lot of like cartoon made rap battles back then, was like they had like so many beats that were just dubstep.
Yeah, it was just custom beats all around. Yeah,
Oh god, I'm trying. Now I'm thinking about like all the producers we used back then. There was a dark time when I used a lot of Tristan for like my solo
you
sound
did
cloud
use a lot
battles.
of Tristan. Yeah, from Shadowville. Yeah,
Oh,
Shadowville had a lot of them.
Shadowville! These new gens don't know about
Uh,
Shadowville.
Shadowville was the goat back then.
It was the go. That's where we got all of our beats. Like, but now we have
Yeah,
like Beat Stars, but back then we had Shadowville.
yeah. We had Air to the Beat. We had
We
All
had
Rounder,
we had Air to the
Tristan,
Beat, Beat Geeks,
Too
Mars
Deep.
Sandman, Too
Yeah,
Deep.
Too Deep.
Too Deep made the most boring beats of all time. All time
Yeah,
most boring beats.
yeah. Oh my
I remember one
goodness.
time you said that Beat Geeks like sounds like farts, and I've never been able to unhear
Yeah.
that.
Beat Geeks really do. Beat Geeks has some like good beats if you're looking for like a really strange matchup, but like other than that, like they sound like farts to me. Like it sound like someone's farting. Like it fit the. I don't know if that was Beat Geeks, but it fit the Mancha's seven deadly sins royale for Augustus Gloop.
Oh yeah.
It fit that. It fit like Augustus Gloop, but that's all I can think about unless like it just their beats just weren't that good in my opinion, and they
Yeah.
were slow. They were slow
They,
too. The BPM was
and,
slow
and
as hell.
and if we used slow beats back then, people wouldn't try to do like interesting flows on them either. They were just like, so I'm Vegeta and I'm rapping over this slow beat.
Yeah, yeah, it was just a slow ass battle. That's all it was. It was just like you could put like four words and you try to stretch it out to fit that beat for the most part. That's how that works.
Yeah, but recently with like the battles that are in production right now, I've been trying to like branch out for like more like unique producers. Like I used Hollywood Legends for Vash versus Revy because his beats like fit for that sort of matchup. But I'm trying to like
Oh
steer clear from like more of like the common producers to give future ARBs more of like a distinct sound to them.
yeah, I agree. And I mean, we started off with a really unique beat producer. I mean,
For
we
sure.
had a very unique beat for Toriko versus Luffy, and then
Mob
Mob
versus
versus Tetsuo.
Mob versus
Yeah,
Tetsuo had like a
yeah.
producer that no one really used. Moda Beats.
Dio versus Shinobu had like I think it had like a Hollywood Legends, but it also had like a different. It had a custom, but I think D Vampire Hunter D had like a special beat to
Yeah,
Alucard did too, if I remember correctly.
for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, we definitely have branched out before. I mean, Sanji versus Brock is the biggest gold mine we hit
Dude, I
with good beats.
that beat legendary pull.
Yeah, it really was. That's one of the best beats in the series in the whole like series.
I
That was
completely
wild.
agree. It just fit the matchup like so perfect. Like this beat was like,
Yeah,
given to us by God. And he told us Violet and Dusk use this for Brock versus Sanji.
yeah, and it fit perfectly. As far as this beat, I think it fits fine, but I think we could have found better for this battle. I think
we could have found better for sure.
we were definitely in our custom phase, so we just kind of like
Yeah,
threw custom at the wind.
we were just glazing custom back then.
Yeah, we were. It only lasted this battle though, because Mob vs Tetsuo was a whole new like beat. So
Oh yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
we used custom a few more times, but it wasn't like it
I
wasn't
think the latest
terrible.
time was for Spike versus Dandy.
Yeah, and that battle, we'll talk about that when we get there. But that battle was like probably this in the same production line as this battle, so we were still throwing custom beats in there.
For sure.
Yeah, but we'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there. Now back to this ass.
Yeah.
With chocolate sweet flowers legacy will take you out of the picture. Close this case and this school blast your way like it's a master.
Take me down the road, don't talk too much. We need a deus ex machina to get this legend touched.
Yeah, I hear what you mean now with the L parts of this verse kind of sounding not good.
Yeah, the flow is a little.
The
Yeah,
flow, he's not even rapping. He's just kind of like talking
Yeah.
on the beat.
Yeah. And I don't even blame Kieran per se. I think the lyrics do kind of like it's kind of hard to flow with some of the lyrics, so I don't
Yeah.
fully blame Kieran
No, I don't blame
on that
Kieran
one.
either. I never try to blame the voice actor.
Yeah, yeah. The lyrics are written good, but I think that it kind of the beat and the lyrics don't really fit well to like flow right on. If that
Right.
makes any sense.
No, it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Especially
So
something I've realized when like making battles, especially since ARB battles are like really like character focused, is that like some characters have different ways of like talking and speaking that it affects the way how they like would rap on a beat. You know what I'm saying? Like L is
exactly.
very like soft and like monotone. Like L would not be rapping in like triplets, for example. He would not be doing fast flows.
Yeah, it'd be a little slower.
Yeah, so I think like a good way of like making battles, especially if you're like a character-based writer like me, is that you always gotta account for a character's like way of talking, and you know how they would deliver, you know, their speech. Like this is no shade to Kieran himself. I don't know if he's ever gonna see this, but in his Getsis versus Von Karma battle, the battle's a few years old now. I think it's fair to say this, but the Getsis second verse proves why certain characters should not fast rap.
Yeah, I think I remember that battle. Yeah,
When you have like a character with like such like a gravelly and like deep voice as Getsis, when you make him like fast rap, especially if the fast rap isn't written like just right, it makes it sound like you're gargling salt water pretty much.
no, that's a fair point. Yeah,
So you always
honestly, I think that's what really.
you always gotta make sure how a character speaks. What were you saying, Dusk?
Yeah, I think that's what really killed Garver's Croc too, because that beat was just too fast for their characters.
Right.
I feel.
I think
Right.
it could be like if we were to remake Gar versus Croc, wink wink, nudge nudge, and it would definitely be like a slower beat, but I don't want the battle to sound boring. You know, I don't want the battle to sound boring. I think it should have room for Gara and Crocodile to do like different flow pockets while like not sounding like garbage. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's what really killed the battle. I do like the beat too; it was catchy, but yeah, it just didn't fit. It didn't fit at all. And then the lyrics could go for a whole rework from the ground up.
Your raps
Shut
are
up.
terrible.
Yeah.
Unhonorable Sam Burial.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my
Gara
blood,
didn't need
the
to like.
buried secret of your loss.
Yeah, well, we're definitely gonna hit Shippuden Gara more than anything instead of the screaming Gara.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll
Dude,
change that for sure.
Low key, I think that you would be a great Gara. I think you would kill it as Gara.
I'll give it a try. If it does, it's not up to par, then yeah, I'll step aside. But I'll definitely give it a whirl.
I think it's worth giving a try.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Give me a reason to watch Shippuden.
For sure.
Take me down, little girl, don't hope too much. You'll need a deus ex machina to get this legend touch.
But you'll die out like your daddy, your mommy,
Your best friend.
and the whole world of which you're delaying the end. This world.
See, the near and mellow parts, like they're like the best part of the battle, and they like go back and forth like really well. It's just that L in this verse is like so lacking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with this verse. It doesn't feel like it's like cohesive with the three of them, but Mellow and Near combined is like pretty good for the.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
World of which you're delaying the end. This world we change
You
it.
just bother with your clothes.
I think that's my favorite line in the battle. You just bother with your clothes.
Yeah, yeah, it's a crazy line with the PNGs and stuff.
I love the little 6-inch Naegi that like L has between his legs there.
Yeah, like what the hell is that?
They're in like an abandoned warehouse and everything. Oh, I love old
Yeah,
ARB
and the
editing.
line, dude. Like, so strange.
So strange. Jerking off to a dead girl.
This world we change
You
it.
just bother with your clothes.
Jerking off to a dead girl before playing the Ace Attorney clone?
Just one mistake, you'll
Ooh,
lose.
Because your talents were kidnapped.
What's where you were off?
We've left marks this kid won't ever forget.
Okay, so
banana split kid.
so like I did with the I'm gonna give a warning like I did with the first Nazi verse is this verse that's upcoming is absolutely the worst in the battle. It is fucking horrible. It's so bad.
It's just
so
like terribly out of sync. That's the issue with this one.
and the first line is such like a jump scare.
Won't ever forget.
Autistic orphan trash, if you leave for God's sake, take a shower.
Crazy first line.
Yourself, so competing, don't bother.
Oh my god. People still give me shit for this line today. People
Oh, that sucks.
love to make fun of this line, and I can't really blame them. You have like this like mostly competent near mellow L part, and then you're immediately hit with autistic orphan trash.
That's a crazy, yeah. That's like a flashbang of a first line,
It's such a
a
flashback.
verse. Yeah.
And the fact that this is the last time that I rapped in ARB.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh,
Like
goodness.
Reagan was like a speaking role. This was my last rapping appearance in the series.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to change that. That's
I
rough.
like to think that I've improved as a rapper like pretty considerably, and I think I have the talents to like rep myself in the series again.
Oh, tenfold. Yeah, you'll do perfect in your in your next role. Like, this was a long time ago.
This was I recorded
So
this a decade ago. I want to say
yeah,
I was like 16 or 17 years old, and now I'm like 26.
yeah, exactly. Like honestly, it's been a decade. So
It's been a decade. I deserve another chance.
yes, you do. Yeah, I agree.
At least you got Vampire Hunter D. At least you got D.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, it's definitely a role I'm proud of for sure.
It's such a good verse. All right, let's
Autistic orphan
let's
trash,
run
if
it
you leave
back.
for God's sake, take a shower. Yeah, you blown it, burn yourself, so competing, don't bother.
Did your clones ever use their power to think then you feel blue? When resources team
Supposed
solve
to
their
get-
puzzle to prove they're more valuable than you.
Okay, gather around, kids. This is time for an ARB history lesson. You want to know why L versus Naegi took so long to produce? It's because of Kirigiri's inclusion in the battle.
Basically, yes.
Back
And
then, like I mentioned in the Torigo versus Luffy commentary, our casting pool was 12 guys in a Skype group, and we had no cis women back then as like reliable voice actresses that we could get to rap good. And we always want to include Togami and Kirigiri like in the battle. So it was just like such like a massive hurdle. Dusk, do you remember when I would like go on YouTube and just search for like Danganronpa fan dubs looking for Kirigiri voice actresses?
I do remember that, and I remember us like being so close to getting someone, and then just completely like ghosting us, pretty
Yeah,
much.
her name was Expression of My Voice.
Expression of yes, yeah.
Did you know that Expression of My Voice is playing Kirigiri?
No, no, I said, did you know expression of voices playing me here? Oh my god, I
Uh,
totally misspelled their name, and I
I,
was like,
I would message these voice actresses on like YouTube inbox DMs when that was still like a relevant feature for YouTube back then, and
it was.
I would just some of them would just ignore me. Some of them would respond back saying, "Hey, tell me more about your project. I'm kind of interested." And so I would send them the demo, and they just never fucking recorded. So
I guess looking back, maybe I get it, but
it was just such a struggle to just like find someone for so long, and so we did find a Kirigiri voice actress aside from expression of my voice. There was a fourth there was a fourth ARB crew member that not a lot of people know about. Her name was Shelby, and I don't remember how exactly we met her.
I have no idea too. It might have been someone you found on YouTube as well, if I
I might have
remember
found
correctly.
her on like on YouTube, and she was like interested in the project and the series as a whole. So we added her into the ARB like Skype group back when like we used Skype, and Shelby did fuck all for the series. The mo
Shelby did nothing.
all she would do is that when we would have like Skype calls, she would like join the Skype calls and like not say anything.
Yeah, and then talk, and I think she had like her friend over or something, so they would
Yes.
just talk the entire time while we were in the call.
And it's like,
And like
what the fuck are we supposed to do about this?
yeah, yeah. And then
Oh my god, talking about Shelby, this reminds me. Do you remember that there was that we were gonna do like anime rap battles versus CMRB?
oh my god, yeah, I do.
It was a
And
me.
I guess
It started off as me versus Zara, then like you versus Fell, and it was just and Shelby versus Leonaire.
oh my good, that's so bad. Oh, that's a rough memory to unlock in my brain.
I,
Yes, I
I
remember that.
I even wrote a verse for ARB versus CMRB, and it was
Yeah.
trash. I'm so glad it was never made. I'm so glad it was
Yeah,
never
'cause I think
made.
I remember the Dusters fell thing that happened with that.
And
The lyrics.
though the closest thing we ever had to an ARB and CMRB crossover was when Zara when she like did a parody of the announcer in Black Star versus Rainbow Dash.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
I don't know why she did that, but it was like really funny.
Yeah, it was such a weird inclusion. I honestly didn't even like notice it until later on, like
But
that battle was announced. Honestly, I think I remember telling you about it. I think I remember telling you about it, and you're like, "Wait, really?"
oh yeah, that may have been it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
Shelby was like our fourth crew member. We just like wanted to have her as Kirigiri. Like we were making like such progress on the battle. It's just like Kirigiri was such like a hurdle, and then she recorded. We waited a fucking year for her to record, and it sounded like she recorded on a laptop microphone.
we were so patient. Yeah,
We
it
were
was
so patient.
when you say a year, you were not joking. Like it was a year long wait for that
And
for them vocals to come in.
in an active year long wait, rather. It wasn't like an on and off production. It was an
No,
actively waiting time of a year, and we were so excited to like receive the files, and we listened to it, and we were like, we wasted a fucking year.
yeah, yeah, and it sounded like ass. Like it really did.
And,
Like it was. You could tell it was recorded on like a desk on like desktop mic.
yes,
Yeah.
and I think it's pretty obvious, that Shelby as a crew member, did not work out. There's no bad blood between us or anything. It's just some
Yeah.
things didn't work
No
out.
bad blood.
I just
No.
don't. I just don't think she was super interested in the series aside from being Kirigiri, and that didn't work out.
Yeah, I got nothing against Shelby. Obviously,
No, I have
it's
nothing
just like
against her
it's
at all.
just a funny.
I hope she's doing well for herself these days.
Yeah, I hope so too. It's just a funny story to tell at this point
It,
now.
it is
It's
funny.
such a
I
long
love
time ago.
explaining that to people. Like, did you know that there was a fourth ARB crew member? And they're like, what? What the fuck? And they're like, yeah, her name was Shelby. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah, so it was so out of pocket. It's crazy.
But Shelby didn't work out, so we were like, let's just do what we should have done from the start and get Leonaire as Kirigiri.
Yeah, because she was pretty like prominent in the community at that point anyway.
Dude,
So
when Leonaire showed up, it was like, it was like being out in the desert, dehydrated and getting like refreshing spring water. Like she saved so many battles just on the virtue that she is a cis woman who was able to rap on beats.
yeah, and she killed it. She was a really good rapper too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she was really good.
Though I will say, like, I revisited number one versus Kim Possible the other day, and her performance in that is kind of funny. Like, you're really bugging me. You won't be surviving this operation.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember
But
that
she did have good roles later on, absolutely.
for sure. Yeah,
I hope
of
I hope
course.
I hope Leonaire's doing well for herself. I know that her and Stove like talk every so often.
Yeah, I hope she's doing well too. I mean, she was really awesome to
Oh yeah,
work with. So
she was really nice. It was nice having her around for the time that she was in the community. A nice thing about going back to these battles is seeing like, oh, like who was really active around this time, and are they still here now, or are they not here anymore? You know.
yeah, it's definitely a nice like era to look back to with some of that
with some
stuff.
there's some exceptions, of course. Not everyone that's no
Yeah,
longer here is, but Leonaire, she was nice. She was really kind.
it was cool. Yeah, and you're always gonna have them exceptions, you know.
Right.
But just thinking about the good of that time, yeah, she was definitely a
The good of
good
that
part of that
time.
community.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And she has like a really fitting voice for Kirigiri, but the flow is not here. The flow is not there. Like
Yeah, I also kind of blame the lyrics on that too.
you
There's a
could
really long lyrics.
you could really tell that she was like trying to like catch up to the beats.
Yeah, yeah. That's basically it. Yeah, they for some reason this tandem verse was like super. The lyrics were super long.
Super long.
Yeah, for the beat.
Talking about Shelby being in the crew and everything, it kind of gave me a thought. Crews don't really exist anymore, like how we thought of them back then. I think like crew servers kind of like made like dedicated crews for a series like obsolete.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because like we can say that the main like crew of ARB right now is you, me, and Ryan, but in actuality, like other people help just as much. We have like Danny, who's edited several battles. We have Meta, who's like done like the YouTube shorts, and we have
Yeah.
JK, who's done like a lot of like the graphic design recently.
No, that's basically that's our crew now.
Br-
It's
br-
people who are wanting to just help us out, and it really means a lot.
It absolutely does mean a lot. So I think traditional crews have like kind of softly been like abolished, and I think like crew servers and just like the most active participants of a crew server is what I think of as like a crew in quotations like these days.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's definitely changed, and it's changed for the better. I think
I think it has for
for what
sure.
it's worth. Because we wouldn't pump out these like high quality battles if it wasn't for everyone contributing
Dude,
for
Kiri,
us or with us.
dude, Kirigiri has insane drip. I've never realized that until now, but her drip is crazy. Like for these PNGs.
Oh yeah, she's a cool character. Yeah, she's definitely my favorite in the first game for
Yeah,
sure.
I love her. I love her design. I think it sells like her mysterious like vibes like really well. If like something around with designs, like when they hit, they like really hit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's got a cool design.
Oh yeah.
no matter what people think about Danganronpa. It's
No,
gotta
no matter
the
what.
design
No matter
the
what.
design of Danganronpa is what made it big, in my opinion.
For sure. All right. Now that the ARB, history lesson is over, we it's time to
Yep.
continue this verse.
Also,
The
I
power
do
to
like the I do like the PNGs on the TV. Like whenever there's like a little reference in the lyrics, it just shows some of the characters up on there.
Yeah, it makes
That's a cool little
it
feature.
makes the frame like look like a little less cluttered because a lot of the problems with like PNG battles like back then was like the frame it'd be like super cluttered with like cameos or like pointing out like a reference.
Yeah, they always just like pop in or something
Right.
in the corner. Whatever. Yeah, it's a cool little
Then
feature.
you feel blue when resources team solve the puzzle to prove they're more valuable than you.
So here comes Yankee's feature, which begins tonight's supreme.
Oh my god, dude, that sounds fucking nasty.
It's a very rough trio like verse.
None of us were rapping at the same time.
Yeah, it was a mess.
It kills this verse like so much, especially when you compare it to the near and mellow parts in like the third verse. Actually, here's like there's a fun like little piece of trivia. The reason why I didn't do like to get like harmonizing vocals for like the Tokyo Godfather side of the battle for Tokyo Godfather versus Jesus and Buddha is that I would be afraid that it would end up sounding like this.
That's a good fear to have.
It is a good fear. I think like two
Yeah.
people is like optimal. Three people is like you really have to coordinate that well.
It has to be like it has to be perfect. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to do that.
And we just fell flat on our faces here.
Yeah, and the tough part is you would hate to like ask someone to re-record just because maybe they were a little
Right.
off the other two rappers. So it's just tough.
It
It's tough
absolutely
to
is.
sync that. Yeah.
Man.
We come to reign supreme. Everyone at ease with flows, we found the perfect tag team.
The perfect tag team. Oh man.
Yeah. I I think you and me have probably synced the best, and then Kirigiri kind of was like a little bit off sync.
We found the perfect tag team. A gift from above, so let's rap. Best weapon is in the end of this pen. We've rung some bells.
I always forget about that cameo. Like, why was she there? Like, why was Genocide?
I don't know.
Genocider. What's her fucking name?
Um,
I think it's like
Genocide or Steel.
yeah.
Yeah, I forget about the actual because like it's like Jekyll and Hyde type thing.
Yeah, I always forget. Like,
Because Genocide or Steel is the one with the knives and stuff.
yeah,
I honestly forget her. I forget her name.
yeah, but I don't know why she was in this battle.
Yeah, it was so out of pocket. I don't know why either.
Oh my! Why is this the most replayed part of the fucking video?
It's so random.
It's such like a trend of the past two battles. The worst verses are the most replayed. Look at L. Look at L sitting on the throne there. He's just chilling.
It's just vibing, you know.
Dude, when I was like 13 years old and I watched Death Note for the first time, I wanted to be like L, like so bad. I tried to like sit like how he did, and I fell flat on my ass and realized that shit's not possible.
It's not possible. I can't do that shit.
that it's like so hard.
Yeah, especially just staying there.
Rung some bells. Call the god
We
man.
don't need your name after
We
we flow.
flow.
After we flowed off
Oh,
beats.
yeah. The after reflow part is the worst. Is the worst one of that. Like we're all off sync there.
All off sync.
After we flowed. Like
After we flowed.
yeah. Leonaire's like after we flowed.
We don't need your name after we flow.
Flow. Not a Kuma's gonna load you of your sweets till you explode.
Hey, no.
The death of your
That's a crazy verse too.
Success on your grave is all that's left of your work.
What the fuck is happening here? What the fuck?
There's so much going
There's
on.
so
I don't
much
even.
going. Why the fuck is Nier like popping out of Kirigiri's back like that? Why is fucking what's her fucking name? The glasses, the chick with the glasses You have like the stoner guy back there, and you have Chihiro like flying
Yeah.
away in the distance.
Is it Fukawa?
Her
Is
name
that the one with the
Fukawa.
glasses? Fukawa, yes. And then you got Aoi Asahina, and then I forgot the guy with the I forgot about the other guy.
With like the cannabis hair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, this is what I mean when I say like PNG battles back then had like super cluttered frames. Like what the fuck is happening?
Oh no.
Of your crush down network.
Crush Down Network. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Load you up, your sweet till you
And
explode.
will we mourn the death of your crush down network.
That's on your grave, it's all that's left of your work. No one!
Nobody.
Who's next? You decide.
Yeah, no one won that shit.
No, like
Me, man, Lapa Battles!
the random logo change. Okay, so that was very clearly not good. Not good at all. But, you know, this was an important like stepping stone for us. Like we couldn't have Mob versus Tetsuo without this battle, you know?
Yeah, it was the biggest stepping stone yet for us.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, it's leaps and bounds better than the first two.
But those were like bottom
And
of the barrel, like abysmal. This is just bad.
yeah, this is just like a bad battle. Like this isn't like it's not terrible because there's a few things you can kind of give it pluses for. I mean, like the Near and Mellow tandem verses was pretty cool.
I like the title cards that everyone got. It was all Danganronpa styled.
Yeah.
I like the little L. I like the editing for the first like 4 L lines. I think that's a really cool way of approaching it.
The writing was a lot better too, although it didn't match the beat too well.
Didn't match the beat too well. It was hard for some people to flow on, and but again, this was the first Danganronpa battle on YouTube. You know, every franchise has got to start somewhere with a battle. But
Yeah,
you
it
know what's
does.
crazy? This battle could have been worse. And Dusk, I have a surprise for you.
Oh my goodness, I'm eagerly anticipating this.
This is the original L versus Naegi demo from. Let me check when this was uploaded.
Oh
11 years
no!
ago, February 24th, 2015.
Oh no! I never even knew this existed.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god!
I didn't tell you about it because I wanted to surprise you. I wanted to
Oh,
surprise
kill
you.
me!
This was the demo that I would send to voice actresses in through like YouTube inbox to see if they would be interested in Kirigiri. So Dusk, do you want to explore the original L versus Naegi to see where it started?
Oh, let's hear it. I'm so curious. Yeah.
Let's fucking do this shit.
Wow. Okay.
Anime rap battle.
Oh no!
Battle!
L
Oh my god!
versus Makoto Naegi begin.
Residing from Hope's Peak Academy. Here comes the greatest detective. You wanna try to beat me in this case? Your statements will be ineffective. I'm the same pain as Kowalski, but I give you the 1,000 blows.
Kill me!
The 1,000 blows? That's a lot of blowing, Naegi.
Oh my goodness! What the fuck? This is so bad.
I know this is killing you, man.
I know this is bad. This is like I forgot I sounded like that.
In this case, your statements will be ineffective. I'm the same pain as Kowalski, but I give you the 1,000 blows. I sting you off like gin and you'll be reduced to nothing but bone. Shooting true bullets at Ryuzaki to shatter your hiding method. You got no social skills, you aren't even close to being a legend. Your demise is near, and try to be mellow as you're executed.
Oh my god, you could tell this was written
Oh,
by
fast
me.
flow. Fast flows.
You could tell this was written by me. Only I would have wrote like your demise is near, so try to be mellow.
As you're executed in this song.
Dude, you sound so fucking different here. You sound like a baby.
I know, because I was. What year was this? This is like
2015.
yeah, I was 15.
11 years
Oh my
ago.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
hiding method. You got no social skills, you aren't even close to being a legend. Your demise is near, and try to be mellow as you're executed in this song. Thinking that you could catch Kira? Well, you got that wrong.
So as you can clearly tell, I wrote Naegi to go first, which thank God that didn't happen in the final battle, because I think L going first makes the most sense. And you got that wrong is like an appropriate like second verse like opener for Naegi.
Got that wrong. That's the most monotone. You got that wrong ever too.
Boring.
You got that
monotone.
wrong.
As I tune up your song.
Kill me. Oh my goodness.
Your demise is near, and try to be mellow as you're executed in this song. Thinking that you could catch Kira? Well, you got that wrong. The #1 detective will pull the trigger on Makoto Naegi. Your luck won't matter once I bring havoc upon your society. There's no hope for you, cause your blood will be splattered on the wall. Analyzing and spotting your weakness in this rap brawl. Beating you is a piece of cake, and I'll be your lyrical shinigami. Couldn't solve the case by yourself, you always needed Togami. Beat so legendary, I changed the world with sharper than AI. Justice shall prevail as you sit there watching your friends die. Enter
Sharper than AI, right?
With sharper than AI. Awful. Just so awful.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad that this dog shit was rewritten.
Yeah. Well, why did I sound all mystical in that flow test for no reason?
You sound fucking mystical.
I know. Like, why did I sound all mysterious and shit?
Oh my god.
legendary. I changed the world with sharper than AI. Justice shall prevail as you sit there watching your friends die.
Entering the building to deliver this orphan trash a verbal whammy. You don't have proper manners or habits compared to me.
Justice, please use torture and spine to get confessions. Keep on rotting your bloodstream with your filthy obsession. The trial's coming to an end for this freak since birth. It was clear to your parents that you weren't of worth.
That fucking flow is awful. That you weren't of worth.
Or of worth. Oh my goodness.
And for this freak since birth, it was clear to your parents that you weren't of worth. On another note, all you've done here is cause me boredom. Don't need the task force you to admit that you're at the bottom. A gothic Batman thinking he's justice? Man, what a joke. In a flash of an eye, you'll know that my rhymes are your death notes.
That's a... I kept doing that shit. Every
Your rhymes
battle,
are your death note.
My rhymes are your death note. I'll make your life a fairy tale. You won't be in one piece. I just kept doing that shit every fucking battle. Also, Togami and Kirigiri only got like 2 fucking lines.
Yeah. Is Mello and Nier even in this one?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I guess they get 2 lines as well.
Yes, I'm so glad that like that was not the case in the original, because like why the fuck were they there just to spit 2 lines and then dip?
Yeah, then fuck off. Yeah, I know. That's so random.
It is so random.
Flash of an eye, you'll know that my rhymes are your death notes. Well, I see spoiled brat and the girl was left alone. Just like your ultimate level, even your mic skills are unknown.
With the chocolate sweet flow, you'll be the ones with scars. Giving this undeserving air explosions when I spit bars.
All you do is play Ace Attorney with a half-assed Care Bear. This super high school level failure will fall into despair. Oh, it's no surprise that this ordinary kid couldn't get with Mizuno. Giving you the ultimate punishment as I torture you like Junko. Watari, delete this message while I'm still alive. My dear Nagi, this will be one execution you won't survive. Who won? Who's next? You decide.
May rap battles.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What?
May rap battles. Bleh.
Why did I do impressions of them too? That's the worst. That's the cringiest part of them all.
Dude. Oh my god. So remember, y'all, L vs. Naegi could have been way fucking worse.
Oh yeah. I found, yeah.
And Dusk, I have another surprise for you. Did you know that there's a version of this battle before this version?
Oh, there is?
Yes. I'm gonna minimize my application. Okay. L All Light versus Makoto Naegi rap battle, Metal Fire, May 26th, 2014. This is the original incarnation of L versus Naegi.
Wow.
Look at my
Yeah,
fucking
this
little
is
description.
old.
Look at my little fucking description here. This is the battle between anime's crime solvers. Begin. Feedback is welcome. All right. Do you want to wrap the Naegi parts, or
Yes.
okay, go.
L, be prepared to lose your reputation and kiss the bottom of my shoe. Too
Bars.
bad you got too bad you got betrayed and buried under a tombstone. If only you knew.
Oh.
I'm the embodiment of hope. You conceal your identity to your own task force. If you think these disses are it, Ryuzaki, prepare for the main course. Two solve murder cases is a walk in the park for a pro like me.
Tell
I
him.
fought the forces of despair and set my comrades free. For the three top detectives, I thought I would have to try in this fight. The poor little orphan has failed and been consumed by the light.
All right, my turn.
Not the
Pathetic.
light.
Pathetic. I expected more from my research on you. You get the honor to see my face. Kiss your shoe, please. How about I slap you with it? And I should show Detective Poser his place. I I changed the world while you played a survival game with a stuffed toy. Being trapped in a school, is that all? You're a weak little boy. You had to watch your friends die one by one, and you couldn't have prevented. You wouldn't have solved those trials without Kirigiri. Your torment will end in a bit. Your game is a Phoenix Wright. Your game is a Phoenix Wright knockoff, and your animation looks like shit.
Yep, there it is.
Justice has prevailed in this battle thanks to my masterful wit.
Okay. You antisocial emo. If you think you can win, bitch, you got that wrong. I
Oh,
didn't have. Oh, there it is. I didn't have to use my power of luck to win in this song. Who needs the truth bullets to tell that you suck? I may need Kirigiri and I may have faced a stuffed toy, but I don't give a fuck.
that's my favorite line. That's so
Crazy.
fucking good.
I know. After collecting the records, I conclude that the only person who cared all about you was an old man. Damn, that line is long.
Show
the
no
jury,
respect to him.
the jury, and the judge can agree on the best detective to ever come out of Japan. The verdict says I left the sweet, loving creep in stitches. We all knew that L stood for loser. The case is closed, bitches. Makoto popping up. Makoto not giving a fucking.
Not giving a fuck. All right.
Imagine.
Justice is who I truly am. You don't even know the meaning of the word. I'm a champion in all categories, while you're just a super duper high school level nerd. Sure, I may eat sweets, but at least don't whine and complain like Shinji Kar. What the fuck? Why the Shinji? Why the Shinji?
Random Shinji. Yeah, random. Like, yeah. Random Shinji stray.
My rhymes crushed you like the AI. Did I hit a soft spot? Sorry.
Oh, near. Here we go.
L's real successor is here to take this jackass downtown. You think you accomplished something? Me and Mello took Kira down. Makoto Naegi, your position of living will soon be temporary. For your information, the L doesn't stand for loser, it stands for legendary, bitch.
Like, near just like shows up for 2 lines and then just fucks. That's crazy.
Now that we've gone through 3 versions of L versus Naegi, how do you feel about the battle, Dusk?
Crazy evolution. I'll say that much.
Crazy fucking evolution.
Yeah, this battle. Yeah, I forgot how much this battle has went through. Like development hell.
Development hell, years of production hell. Like this was absolutely the first thing in Rampa Battle in conception to be like produced. That's for certain.
Yeah, it's definitely it's something we can tip our hat off to for ourselves.
Oh my god.
That we made the first.
We made the first thing Rampa Battle on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Sometimes I feel like Oppenheimer, where he's like staring into the void, thinking of like the impact this battle has given But there have been some really great Danganronpa battles. So, again, we all got to start somewhere.
Yeah, we do. Yep.
And
It
and
was
and it was fun to revisit this one because it was an important battle for the channel's history.
yeah, it's a really fun battle to actually go over though. It's
I
definitely not as like cringe inducing as the first two. Unless we're listening to that flow test of mine. That was bad. Yeah, that was cringe
and
inducing.
reading the wiki
Yeah.
lyrics.
Reading the wiki lyric, yeah, that's something else. But yeah, no, it was definitely a fun commentary for this battle.
Very fun commentary, and I think that this is the bridge between like the first era of ARB and then like the second era of ARB.
Yes, second
And
era.
and
Guess we'll hit Mob and Tetsuo next time.
yes, the next week we'll be covering maybe the most like important battle in our channel's history, the one that really kind of like changed everything for us.
Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely, yeah. What a lot of people would say would be our best battle, debatably, but
Debatably, but
yeah.
but we'll see you next time, YouTube audience. This has been
Yep.
a Violet of anime rap battles.
And this is Dusk of Anime Rap Battles.
Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for the Mob vs. Tetsuo commentary. Peace out, ARB gang.